Welcome to yet another day's challenge. Today we are going to deal with Laura Mulvey's visual pleasure and narrative cinema. Before that, we want to thank you for being with us, and if you don't know us, we are online coaching specialists in English literature, and the rules remain the same. Have a paper and a pen, use this for revision or before you start studying, and don't get excited or don't feel bad, and let's start. There are 9 questions. Are you ready? So first one, according to Laura Mulvey, which gender is primarily positioned as the object of male desire in Hollywood cinema? I'm not reading the options. I know you would have gone for option B, women. Second question, what is the concept of scopophilia as discussed by Laura Mulvey in Visual Pleasure and Narrative Cinema? Is it the pleasure of seeing and being seen? Is it the pleasure of looking at objects? Is it the pleasure of looking at oneself in a mirror, or the pleasure of looking at others without being seen? It is option A, the pleasure of seeing and being seen. Sometimes you may have a doubt whether it is D. D is known as voyeurism, and pleasure of looking at objects is not scopophilia. Next one. According to Mulvey, why do Hollywood films often position women as passive objects of male desire? Is it to reinforce patriarchal power relations? Is it to cater to female gaze? Is it to appeal to a wider audience? Is it to subvert gender norms? The exact answer is option A, to reinforce patriarchal power relations. But if this asked as a statement question, option A, B and D will go together, but the primary one is option A. Now we come to the fourth question. What does Mulvey mean by the term castration anxiety in her essay? Is it a fear of losing one's own physical genitalia? Is it a fear of losing one's own symbolic power? Or is it a fear of being emasculated by the female other, or a fear of being sexually impotent? It is option C, a fear of being emasculated by the female other. This is discussed by Freud. Now we come to the next one, fifth one. According to Mulvey, what is the role of the male hero in classical Hollywood cinema? Is it to rescue the damsel in distress, or to embody traditional masculine ideals, or to challenge patriarchal power relations, or to subvert gender norms? It is option B, to embody traditional masculine ideals. Coming on to next question, what is the concept of the male gaze in Mulvey's essay? Is it the way in which men look at women in visual culture? Is it the way in which women look at men in visual culture? Or the way in which men and women look at each other in visual culture? Or the way in which the camera looks at its subject? It's easy one, it's option A, the way in which men look at women in visual culture. Coming on to the next one, according to Mulvey, what is the effect of male gaze on women in Hollywood cinema? Does it empower them by making them objects of desire? Does it objectify them by reducing them to passive objects of male desire? C, it liberates them by allowing them to challenge patriarchal power relations. Or D, it has no effect on women in Hollywood cinema. You are right, it's option B. It objectifies them by reducing them to passive objects of male desire. Coming on to the 8th question, according to Mulvey, what is the role of female spectator in Hollywood cinema? Is it to identify with the male hero? Is it to identify with the female object of desire? Or to identify with both the male hero and the female object of desire? Finally, to challenge patriarchal power relations. Sure you got this one too correctly. It is option B, to identify with the female object of desire. Coming on to the last question, according to Mulvey, what is the function of the close-up in Hollywood cinema? Is it to convey emotional intensity? Is it to objectify the female body? C, to establish a sense of physical intimacy? Or D, to create distance between the viewer and the object of desire? Yes, it is option B, to objectify female body. So thank you once again from our side. Do you have the courage to comment your score? And I'll see you tomorrow's challenge. Bye-bye.